Hello and welcome to the first post 1,000 subscribers live stream thingy-ma-do. So that's pretty cool. I got my game WARP-TEK here. Yeah. So I need to work out what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I also need to launch TeamSpeak just in case anybody is in there. They might be, I don't know. But it's worth checking. So let me see, connect.
Connected.
Okay, I'll just
Channel
hang
switched.
out. There we go. Wonderful. So, yeah. Okay, so everything seems to be fine. I'll turn my volume down a little bit. Okay. So yeah, I need to fix this bug when you press the space bar. Okay, so here's the deal. When you get into a game like this, you press the space bar and you have no fuel, and it still like zooms in and out a little bit, and you can't actually disable it unless you do with fuel, and then it stops. So I've got to work out why it's stopping in the first place and how to trigger that when there's no fuel. So also I have no idea where this is coming from, but I'll get to that later. Let me come on. Forgot I have to open the chat too. It's been like a couple of days, so you know I need to remember how to do this. Okay, good enough. There we go. I've opened the chat. Yeah, so now I need to figure out why this isn't working. Why is this not? So I'm pretty sure this is it. This is pulse and then pulse loop, which is linked to this. So I'm gonna do here, I'm pretty sure. And now this one will just continue looping forever, but why does it actually stop? If it is looping forever, it shouldn't actually stop. So there must be something happening if the fuel is less than 0. Let me just get on that. Like, I wouldn't have done a signal, would I? I mean, that would have been the smart thing to do, but I don't think I did do that. I don't remember doing that. No, it doesn't seem like it. It's kind of weird. I actually do not know. I do control F fuel. Oh wait, I think no, I had something like there was. Wait. Yeah, there was something going on here. So I think I was like, I'm actually like, I'll have to do a search. Let me just do, what am I searching? Warp pulse. To see any time that's gotten. I should do warp pulse with slash animation player. I think that'll work. Yes, 6. So, well, actually, I should only do warp pulse. I'll leave it there. What am I doing? There we go. So, this is not it. This is not it. This is something which I'm thinking might be it. So, it is lerping to 0 by the looks of it. Now, why is it doing that? Why is this crazy script thing here doing that? I think that is what I wanted, yeah. Like, if it's greater than 0. Oh, so if fuel is not greater, if warp is not pressed, then it should be lerping. Well, it should be lerping, is it not? Okay, it is. So why isn't that working? Huh. Well, specifically, why does this work when this is happening? Because this should override it, surely. It's an animation player. Unless in one of these I've got it stops here, okay. But if it's got nothing in the first place, so wait, I think I'm using an is just pressed type thing. So Let me just check with that, because I'm pretty sure if, yeah, there we go, play pulse. So basically it looks like all I need to do here is get this, and I need to go here, wait, no, here, and I need to just say if anim name equals pulse and dot fuel is greater than 0, I think that would work. And that should pretty much do it, because anything other than that is going to stop it. So let me just test this out a little. Press this. Nothing really happens. There we go, back to normal a little bit. It doesn't look very good on it, so it comes out too slowly, so I'm actually going to modify this just a little. Yeah. Alright, let me see if this is better. Hey, this is pretty decent. Better with sound effects. Alright, wonderful. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna count this bug as fixed because it is no longer there. That's usually what you do when a bug is fixed. So cool. Just gonna put that stuff there into solved, and that didn't take very long. That was actually pretty reasonable. Yeah, cool. Okay, so now I gotta do this spaceship dude again, because I was working on him for a while. Although I don't know if I should do the spaceship or I should implement like bosses spawning first. Actually, I should. That seems obvious now. I should do the boss spawn system thing. So basically, what I'm thinking is that I would have like a bunch of. Well, basically, it would be like a for loop, and it would just keep generating bosses placement, and then when the player actually gets up or approaches that level or that distance from the objective, it'll actually trigger the boss fight and everything. So yeah, okay. How am I gonna do this? Where am I gonna put it really? Well, I guess I could put it in ready. Seems reasonable. Yeah. Okay. So generating bosses. Now I can just do a thing called like boss locations, or I could do a dictionary. A dictionary is going to be a bit more of a pain, I'm thinking. And really, there's no reason that I can't generate the bosses on the fly. Yeah, why don't I? I could just generate the locations now, and when it's near a location, I could. Thing is, if I want to do something interesting or know which bosses are coming up, I wouldn't be able to. So it looks like I will do a dictionary. So var boss list equals empty dictionary. And there we go, something like that. So generating bosses. So somewhere there is an actual like list of bosses, just their names. Well, I don't know if there is, come to think of it, but that would be useful. It might be in here, or it might be something like Wave Manager, which I can't access from the singleton. So boss. I could do boss.keys. That'll be reason. Oh no, boss.keys. Yeah, yeah, that would work. Under resources. Sick. That would work out. So, let's see. Var boss names equals resources dot boss dot keys. There we go. Then I could just do. I guess it'd be while total is less than. Is it max distance? Let's see, how segregated should I make it? I could make it like every. How many digits is this? Every. Well, here's the thing, because every 20,000 would amount to, I think, 50 bosses, which is maybe too many. I could do every 50,000, which would be 20 bosses, which is still kind of a hell of a lot. I'm thinking I want like 10 bosses at the max. There's got to be 100,000 minimum. So total plus equals 100,000 plus Randi. Let's do 50,000. So that's anywhere in this sort of range. That'll be about 6 to 10 bosses, I think that would work out to, which is reasonable. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. So I need to set up the total equal to 0. And every time this is less than the max distance, it just needs to add another boss to the thing with along the total. So okay, boss list index. Let's go for, well, the total is going to be unique, so let's do total. Let's do string that just to make it neat. Is equal to boss names, and that would be, well, it'll be a random one basically. Okay. So let's see. That'll probably work. Yeah, okay. So then later on I can like add or remove these, or even here honestly. I shouldn't do that. Really what I should be doing is I should do I should basically be doing a match case here, so that it'll only add things to the list at the correct time. So I can't really do a match case for that. I'll have to do if statements. So if total, well, by default I'll just put spaceship in here, since that one should be kind of normal there. Is that in resources? I don't think I actually added it, so I did. Okay, I have to go back here. If total is greater than like 100,000, then boss names dots append blah. I have to do and not blah in boss names. Oh boy, it's God of Grunts. Hello, dude. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, so I guess I'll change this based on which things I actually have. Let me just, well, ideally I'd be able to open resources in another file or in a text editor so I can see which ones I have, because for the moment I cannot remember. So I'm just going to do that now. I'm just opening it on my secret other monitor. There we go. Let's see these. So this one's already here. I mean, neither of these should appear at this point actually, but just because why not? We do if greater than, let's say, 600,000, then we can do split eye, and that would work out. Yeah, cool. And then I guess deep breather 2 maybe. He could be like, let's do 650,000, and that way we can do, or we can actually just copy and paste both of these lines. If 500,000, and then we can just do that boss in there. That should be reasonable. Both of these are kind of like later on because they're kind of strange looking, so I'm very likely going to mess with these numbers. But yeah, okay, so first of all, it looks like the only boss that should be able to spawn is the spaceship, which quite honestly is fine for my testing needs. So okay. Okay, let's see. Now I need to actually make it spawn, which should be fun. It should. Now, what do I need to do for that? It should like give the player a warning like well ahead of time. So I guess that if it should do like if or for I in boss list dot keys it would be, then it would be a good idea to get the current distance, or we have the current like distance from the thing. So let's just do let's see, current distance equals max distance minus distance to pet, and that should just give us something like that. What else do we need to do? We need well, I'll need to check if this current distance is close to an upcoming num value in here, but only close on one side. So if current distance is less than boss list dot keys, let's do another condition to make sure it's actually close, and int, oh wait, no, this has got to be I, what am I doing? And int I minus current distance is less than, say, oh, that's way too close. Let's then say maybe 2,500. That seems reasonable. I'm not sure how long it actually takes the player to do that, so let me just test this out. Hopefully it won't crash. Oh, it will. Very nice. Float and string. String? Here? Wait, oh, yeah, that's because I need to make this an integer. But I neglected to do so. So, there we go. Wonderful. So, how long does this actually take? Okay, this is not very long. Especially when it's actually warping. So this is only like 20% there. That's not enough time. I'll do, let's see. I want there to be a pretty reasonable gap so the player can like decide whether or not they want to advance as quickly or not. And while warping, that's also pretty fast. So let me actually bump that up to like, let's do 10,000. I think that's much more reasonable. So if that, then it needs to basically, well, there is an enemy oncoming, or the boss, so we need to do an alert. So we can do something like emit signal boss alert. Need to figure out how to do that one time though, because if I am correct, this will call all the time, which I'm not sure I want really. So, not sure. Okay. I could split these up basically. Like that. And if I fix the syntax errors, then maybe what I could do is like, if distance is less than that, but Oh wait, how am I gonna do this? I don't think I should be using a for loop. Honestly, I think maybe I should be using like a counter for which boss is being approached. Like which one is being kept. So I could do something like that, like I don't want to have to make another dictionary. I think we're gonna have to, so var boss alerted equals a dictionary. So I'm just gonna have to do like boss alerted dot append int I. No wait, that isn't how dictionaries work. I equals true. So and then I'll do something like if current distance is less than that, and come on, and boss not boss alerted. Or I should do has. I'm pretty sure that takes in a key. I'm like 99% sure that takes in a key, but I'm just gonna check. Godot dictionaries. Okay. Has key. Yeah, there you go. Alright, wonderful. Cool. And that should work. Just emit this signal one time. Yeah. Okay, well I guess this is maybe the best way of doing that. Well, it's not a particularly lovely way, but it's, I guess, passable. Okay, so let me see. So I have to connect that signal to. Wait, I have to define that signal. Do signal boss alert. And now I have to connect it here, I suppose. So I should do something like distance manage.connect boss alert self, and let's just call it the same boss alert because don't want to mess with that. Now let's place it just below here. I'll do something like alert. So it's basically gotta maybe start an animation player would be reasonable, I guess. Yeah. Like doing an animation player thing would be good, or like placing a marker on the map, or ideally both. So let's see. That's doing stuff, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to get an animation player. I don't know if I have to make another one or not. I suspect I will. I suspect I'm going to because I'm not trying to reuse one. It's not a big problem anyway. So boss alert. I'll call it boss alert. So we should just basically just get node canvas layer boss alert dot play your only animation, which is boss alert. Wonderful. So I suppose that this should maybe like come in from the side would be one way, or I'm not sure actually. Because as for sound effects, I would kind of want like a siren thing. I don't know. But it's difficult to do that obviously because you know monochromatic and stuff. So but it might be excused, like just since this is like a special occurrence. Well, I'll make sure that the system actually works first. So I'll just do like a new label as a child of this. I'll just do something like hi, and I'll just make it appear real fast. So if a boss is being encountered, start here and then finish here. Gorgeous. Okay, so let me just test this out and hopefully it'll work alright. So this will hopefully occur within 10,000 units of 10,000 kilometers of 100,000 or so, or up to 150,000. So if we go 140,000, we should definitely get something. So yeah, that should be good. I also need to make a way for you to actually collect the bullets and stuff. It's important. But again, I can deal with that in a bit. Let's see. Alright. I do like the way the colours change a bit more subtly now. I think that's quite nice. Oh, am I like actually queuing these things for removal when I make them go small? I can't actually remember. I feel like it's a real possibility that I'm not destroying these little things there. I think it should be fine. I'm pretty sure I am. Because I'm getting some strange like performance drags, which I didn't think I would be getting. I mean, you can see in the particles, if there's like a low frame rate, then they're like kind of, you know, all over the place. I wonder if there's a way to fix that actually. Can I think I can use it based on delta instead of frames, I think. I'm not sure. Again, I'd have to check. I'm not sure if that's maybe slow or something. But either way, it might be worth looking into. Preserve these lovely looking bullets. Okay. I've taken a lot of hits actually, just for no reason. So that was about 10,000. So let me start going faster. Oh right, this is going to take us way too long. Yeah, I'll actually take kind of a while. So I'm not going to do that. Oh hi Dev Smithy, thanks dude. And hi there, somebody says in Twitch chat, which nobody has used before. Hi there, are you using GD script or C#? I am using GD script because C# functionality is still kind of like experimental at the moment. Like I've heard there are some issues on exporting and stuff, so I'm playing it safe and using GD script, but I don't mind it because I actually quite enjoy using that. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Okay. So I'm thinking I might actually want to make these like closer together. Yeah, I really want to use Godot engine more, but I want C# to be mature first, so I have to learn GD script. Yeah, I know. Like learning GD script is not hard. Like it's just if you've ever used Python, then it's basically that. I mean, I don't know how different it is to C# really. I've not looked very in depth, but C# is like much more complicated than GD script. So, like I wouldn't be intimidated by that. Of all the things to be intimidated about, like GD script is not a big deal. Yeah. Cool. So, yeah. Let me see this. I guess I could do this. I don't know. Should I? It results in a lot of bosses. I mean, it should be okay. Like, I like making bosses as long as I make enough, and as long as, you know, I mean, I could always prevent duplications as long as I have enough for the maximum number of bosses that are available. Of course, also want to be able to use other C# modules if I need to. I doubt there's much code base in GD script. Yeah. Yeah, there's not much like existing code in GD script. There is some which is useful, but yeah, fair enough. I'm gonna fight you on that. So this would be let me just calculate this real quick. This is up to 13 bosses, which is kind of a lot in a maximum thing, but I don't want to make it boring, you know. So What do I just do, like, if I comment this out normally, if I just do like times 10, then this should actually give us 10 times speed. Whoa, look at that, we're just racing through this area. And hopefully I'll get really fast with the warping too. Yeah, already up here, baby. I'm sure there are more efficient ways to debug this, but you know, I want to play the game, so. Alright. Enough thing. Oh my god, that was fast. Okay, yeah, so yeah, that seems to be working, even though we got on a little bit earlier than I expected. In fact, quite a bit earlier. Why did that happen? That should have been minimum of 50,000. What? Oh dear, that's not good. Wait, what? Oh wait, no, obviously I'm an idiot. Okay, so minimum of 50,000 for the boss to actually spawn, but for this to run, no, it would not take that. It would take a minimum of 40,000, which was reasonable. So that's cool. Okay. So, what else do I need to do here? Yeah, I need to make that animation actually good. So, what do I need to do here? I'm gonna remove this for now. Let's see. I could do like a different verb depending on like what stage of the game you're at, because basically the game is segmented into 4 pieces, like the alpha, beta, gamma, delta thing. So I could do something like approaching let's see, hostile entity. Approaching hostile entity, like something like that. Obviously I'll change the font and everything, but yeah, and then when it's on like one of the more things, it could go like approaching fearsome identity for the next one, maybe, or maybe approaching eldritch identity for the last one, something like that, or like warped and eldritch, that kind of thing. That might be fun. Okay. Oops, gotta be more than one. There we are, approaching hostile entity. I don't know if I should do like a little countdown towards how far you are away from it, like underneath, like sort of in like faint letters. Okay, this looks good. Center, yeah. Let me just center this bad boy. And center it in the top too, because why not? Like that. There we go, something like that. Even though I think that's a bit too... I don't know, I don't really want it to overlap the player, but this should look fine. Let me just test it. Approaching hostile entity. Okay, yeah, that looks reasonable. It'll look maybe better when it's, you know, animated properly. So let me see. Oh my god, I have a view on Picato. That's impressive. It was a good day for streaming, apparently. Anyway, yeah, sick. Let me see what I was doing. Yeah, I need to make this fade in. That's what I was doing. Visibility. As in the visible ability to fade in. Okay, wonderful. So that should fade in kind of quick. I don't want it, maybe I don't want it to go like all the way in. Maybe it should like stay a little bit transparent. Just so that you can like sort of see underneath. I don't know, maybe it should like pulsate a little bit. Then it should go back up to how it was here. Wait, so what was it? I need to do the manual way, I think, for precision. But again, not a big deal. There we go, like that. And I guess it would just fade out. I'll just do another one here. And this would just like fade out. Let me see. I guess I'll make it take longer to fade out. I should also make this dip a little bit more because that's very subtle. Okay. Huh. Again, I'm not so sure about this because... Huh. I don't know. I'm a bit wary. It seems maybe not as good as it could be. It seems a bit like artificial. I don't know, maybe it doesn't, maybe it takes too long to go away. I'll see what this is like in game. Right, well that was difficult to see the thing. It should definitely like fade out way more. This is again like, oh, that's still like almost imperceptible. And I guess I'll just like do that a few times. So let me just remove this, and I'll just like copy these two, move them here, duplicate again, I'll move them here. Then at 4 it can like fade out fully. Let's see, like that. There we are. So something like this looks a bit more like natural, yeah. Maybe it should just go down like right to invisible. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Engine. You just died. You should do that, dude. Let me get that back because that was not right. Yeah. We go to here again, which is where I was. Thank you, Mr. Engine. You really did me there. I'll try it all the way down. Like for each of these. I'm not sure if that's good or not. I'll just test it out. I mean, I can always undo it. So I think that looks better. I'm not sure. Let me test. And look at that. That'll look much better with another label underneath it, which would be smaller. Maybe the font would be the same size, but the actual. Oh my god, why did my cat just crash my engine? Okay, 1 second. I need to let the cat out. And I'm back. The cat has been eradicated. Probably not the right word, honestly. But yeah, cool. So there's this, and I need to do another label. I also need to make this visible so I can actually work on it. I think I'll make this self-modulate because I don't want this bit to go invisible. Let's call this numbers. There should be like 10,000 at the beginning. That should be kind of dimmer, kind of a little bit more transparent, a little bit more grey. I'll put it in brackets too. I think that might be nice. I'll center this. But first I have to stretch it, and then I will center this. Wonderful. Cool. I'll change the font to be not a bitmap font. I do not use bitmap fonts in my house. I have before, but not here. Okay, cool. That should work properly as I want it to. Let me just see. Okay, this would be like rapidly decreasing. I think I'll take it out of the brackets. So yeah, this would just constantly be being set. That's pretty cool. Yeah. That's sick. So I'm just gonna, this one should fade in also. I'll set the self-modulate just so I'm not messing with the color I set up. I'll set this to like zoom or to fade in fully by about here maybe. I should basically stay until here and it should start to fade out. That would look nice, I think. If you imagine that's like going down a lot. That'd be good. Okay, sick. So now I'm just going to actually set those numbers, which could be annoying. I could do a built-in on the numbers, since I probably won't want to change them. I shouldn't do that. I should do it in here probably. No, I'm gonna do a built-in on the numbers. You can't stop me. Attach script, please. Attach script, thank you. Yep. Built-in, baby. I can always save it if I really need to. I don't think I will. So how is this being dealt with in the distance manager? If thing is happening, then do a thing. Yes, please. It's gonna be this. Yeah, so I'm basically just gonna steal this code and put it into process. I have to indent this one level down, I think. Indent left. Accept all that, there we go. Okay, looking good. So I don't want to do any of the signal stuff. I don't want that. I don't need that. Well, I don't need any of these if statements really, I just need the maths, I think. So if int I minus current distance, so basically text equals string version of int I minus current distance, or distance manager.current. Oh wait, no. Current distance, and I need to put distance manager here, and also separately here. Yeah. We need to do, yeah, that should be okay. Let me see if this works. It might not, or I don't know. Okay, so it's not actually running because it's not getting the distance properly. The thing is, it's difficult to get a reference to like the oncoming thing. I do not want to get into the rabbit hole like making an object which is like oncoming boss object or something, because that would be like something I could do, and if this is really not working out, but I feel like there's a better way to do it, and I'm gonna try for that way instead of, you know, voodoo magic crazy stuff. So cool. What is going on? How do I like do this? It's basically gotta get the if distance is greater than int I, and do this, else just break. So stop the loop immediately. Yeah, this would work. We'll always set it to the one. Yeah, okay, this should work perfectly. What am I talking about? And I should put this else break bit into wherever I stole it from, because that's actually quite useful, I think. So then I should just be able to do this. I don't need to do a check at all. Oh boy, it's gotta int all of this. There we go. Integers, baby. Alright. So that's way too far, that number right there. Oh boy, okay. So, what? That was like in the millions, wasn't it? What the hell? If current distance, oh no. So if current distance is more than this, it should be doing this. Wait, what am I talking about? No, it should break here. It should break. This is where I want it to break. What am I doing? All over the place. This will like not do what I want at all. It should break here, because if the distance, it gets to the first one where the distance is, oh, it gets to the first one where the distance is less than that, and then it just okay, perfect. There you go, we are playing the game in ×10 speed right now, so bear that in mind if you thought that number was going down shockingly quickly. Chances are it was. There we go. So animation thing. Cool. Alright, nice. Oh yeah, I need to fix all the enemies too. I forgot I need to do that. I just not even write that down. What's wrong with me? I guess this is important too. Okay. There we go. Oh boy. There we go. So that does seem to actually roll over and work perfectly. Cool. No negatives or anything. So yeah. Okay. Why do I have more viewers on Picato than on anything else? What is that about? I'm like streaming to multiple services right now. And apparently I've got 2 people on Picato. Which is strange to me. Oh, never left. Is that bar your new system for super shots? No, that's the fuel. Okay, so I don't know if you were here for this, but basically I changed things around. So it's now like, it's one continuous thing, because there's no like target stuff up here, like you can see. Now it's like, oh yeah, I stuck for a second, I think. Now it's like, you just keep going, and this is like your whole journey here. And you can collect this fuel, which is these squares that drop from enemies. And you can hold down the space bar to like go super fast. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Obviously right now it's in time 10 speed, so the colors won't change as quickly as this, but yeah, that's the gist of it. So you can see when I actually go, the fuel goes down. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, cool. So that's something. I need to fix these enemies though. Okay. Alright, so here's a problem. I got like stuff to do and I'm like exhausted, so I'm gonna maybe call the live stream for now. I might come back later, or I might come back in like 3 days. But I mean, I did technically live stream. It's like 45 minutes, so you can't say I didn't. You can say that I didn't do much, but you have to say that I did in fact live stream for an indeterminate amount of time. And I prefer for it to be indeterminate, honestly, because this isn't very long. But yeah, I got stuff to do, and I'm out. See ya.